Hey everyone, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Today we're going to talk about how do we make money with buyers. When I get into real estate, and still today, the belief is you've got to list to last, and that is true. But we have to understand that every seller is a buyer before they're a seller, pretty much. So before a seller decides to stick a for sale sign on their front lawn, they're thinking like, where am I going to go to next? So part of being a great listing agent is understanding how to work with buyers. Now, things are changing a lot with how we work with buyers. The rules, as you know, are all changing. You're going to have to get a buyer signed to a buyer contract. You're going to have to negotiate your fee. And this is all before you're allowed to show a buyer one house. And these changes are coming up very soon. So we're going to be talking about how do we handle this? First of all, how do we attract buyers so buyers come to us instead of cold calling and door knocking and sitting in open houses and all the traditional things they teach us to do? So what is going to be my big offer? What can I offer buyers that sets me apart from all the other real estate agents? If your big offer to buyers is, hey, I can email you a list of the homes that are on the internet, they don't need you, right? That's the same offer that's being made by all the other agents. And frankly, a lot of buyers today would rather just do the searching by themselves on the internet, going to Zillow, going to these sites. So your offer has to be improved, okay? Things have changed. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas on things that you can offer to compel a buyer to contact you. That is the new call to action, getting them contacting you, not you chasing them. How many of you would agree people are not answering the phone today, right? It's very difficult to get them to answer the phone. That's why the new call to action is getting them to call us. If you haven't already checked in, please do that right now. Let us know the city and state or the city and province, if you're in Canada, that you work in. And today I'm going to be giving you a free report on how to make money with buyers here in the current marketplace. Okay, so if you'd like to get this information, we're going to email it out to you, and you can drop in your email address right now, and it'll summarize what I'm talking about. So yes, listings are where it's at, but part of working with sellers is understanding how to work with buyers, right? You probably have a seller prospect right now that would like to move, but because there's such a massive shortage of inventory, they can't find another property because you're looking only at what's on the MLS. What if we could also get access to homes that weren't currently listed? Okay, there are home sellers that are thinking about selling right now that have not yet listed their home for sale. So if you could say to a buyer, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, not only can I get you access to all the homes that are publicly available, which, by the way, they can do on their own, it's called the internet, but I can also get you access to off-market and unlisted properties, distress sales, bank foreclosures, company-owned properties. If you started to offer those types of properties that buyers really want, let me know in chat. Do you think that would help you out? Do you think you would be able to differentiate yourself from the other real estate agents? Now, right now, you might not know how to do this, right? Or you might be thinking, well, those would be pocket listings and we're not allowed to do this. Nope, we're not talking about hiding listings in any way at all. Here's how it would work. Imagine instead of saying to a buyer, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I'll email you the daily updates of all the homes that match your criteria. What if instead you could say, also, I can get you access to unlisted and off-market homes, distress sales. If you knew how to do that legally, you would have buyers favor you. They would want to do business with you because you actually are offering them something they want that they don't know how to get on their own, and it's something that the other real estate agents aren't offering. So here's how it works. The buyer says, of course I want that. Can you send me a list of the unlisted or off-market properties? Well, first of all, we have no list because they're not listed. So there's no pictures we can send. There's no description of the properties. We simply say to the buyer, tell us exactly what you're looking for. Give us the neighborhood, the name of the area you're interested in. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use our specific target marketing to go into that neighborhood and talk to homeowners and find out who's thinking of moving and letting them know that they could skip the traditional way of of listing their home, weeks and months on the market, and they could potentially sell their house to one of our buyers. Now, the buyers love this because they literally would be the only buyer that would know about these properties, right? The seller likes the fact that they could skip the traditional inconvenience of selling their home. Let's face it, it's inconvenient. And if we could get them a price that is acceptable to them and they could sell it immediately without listing it and going through the showings and all the inconvenience of the traditional way of selling their home, it's a benefit for everybody. So basically what we're doing is we're going directly to buyers with a better offer than what the other agents are making. We can get you access to all the stuff that the other agents can get you access to, but we can also get you access to unlisted and off-market properties, distress sales, bank foreclosures, etc. Now, they want that. It's a free service. They're not obligated to you in any way. They don't pay anything, so it is a no-brainer. We will get buyers calling us saying, I want that. Okay, now we teach you, well, how do we get together with the buyers? How do we get them signed to a buyer contract? And how do we pull this off? How do we get them access to homeowners in the neighborhood that they're looking for that haven't quite listed their home for sale? They're thinking about it, but they haven't quite listed it. Now, here's how we get around having to list the house. We market to the sellers in the area and we say, hey, we have a buyer that's interested, let's say in Glenway Estates. They're so motivated to buy in Glenway Estates, they've asked us to contact everyone that's in the area here because they're cash buyers, they're flexible on closing, and they're really motivated to buy in this area of town. Sellers that are interested in selling, some of them will contact you. Now, we will go over to their home, have a look at their house, see if it is a match for our buyer. If it is, great, we can do this with just a commission agreement. We don't need to list the house. We just say to the seller, hey, sign this. You're going to pay us X% if our buyer actually buys it. If not, then you're not obligated to do anything. However, if your buyer is not interested in the home, then you could talk to the seller about listing their home the traditional way, or perhaps you've got other buyers that might be interested in this property and you can sell it to them. So you're going straight to the market, okay? You're circumventing MLS. You're going straight to the neighborhood the buyer is interested in. We show you how to market to them. Will all the homeowners that are interested in selling respond? No. But remember, your buyer's only going to buy one house. Typically, what happens is we get 3 or 4 homeowners in that neighborhood who are interested in selling responding. Well, the buyer's only going to buy one house. You may have other buyers, but this may lead to listings, okay? May lead to listings. Your buyer may buy the property. Your buyer may not be interested in any of these properties, but these are additional services that we're providing to get both buyers to call us and to get sellers to call us. You can see how our offer is very, very unique. There's no downside to the buyer, only an upside. There's no downside to the seller, only an upside. This is about convenience. How many of you like this idea, that this makes sense, that instead of us having a passive approach where we're sitting and we're waiting and we're hoping and praying that a house will come on the market for our buyer, why don't we go create our own inventory? You know you have buyers, you know what they're looking for, you know the buyer can't find anything, and if the buyer can't find a home, guess what? They're not going to list their home with you. They wouldn't list their home with you even if you offered them 10% more than market value because they're going to be afraid, like, where am I going to go? So this is what we're teaching agents to do, is to think out of the box. Forget the old way of doing things. Let's have a great offer that buyers really, really want. Buyers want houses, and they can't find a house right now. Sellers want to get their home sold. As real estate agents, we think, well, sellers want to list their house. No, they don't. That's why there's so many iBuyer companies, cash offer buyers out there, because people want convenience. The number one thing that home sellers want, we think, well, it's the lowest commission. Nope, it's convenience. So if you can market to homeowners that you've got buyers and you actually have buyers, you can double end these properties, right? Again, totally legal. We're not listing a house and hiding it from anybody. Nothing like that at all. We're just taking the buyer, showing them the property, and if the buyer buys it, we just do a commission agreement. There's a certain order to this. First, we want the commission agreement signed. You don't want to bring your buyer through, obviously, and then because they will find each other, right? If you bring the buyer through without the commission agreement signed by the seller, you don't want them cutting you out of the deal. How many of you would like to get more information on how to do this? All you have to do is type your email address into the comments below, and I've got a special report that we'll send out that will explain how to set this up. Now, why would I do this? Why am I helping you here? Well, the easiest way for me to prove to you that I can help you is to share with you what my top real estate agents are doing from all over the country. As you know, I've created more millionaire real estate agents than any other coach or trainer or guru. I've been doing this for 30 years. Within 3 years of having my real estate license, I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the entire world. Not the country, in the entire world. No one at RE/MAX made more money in commissions every year than I did. Since that time, I've taught 30,000 agents how to successfully do what I was doing. And you're here for a reason. If you like this, if this kind of makes sense to you, please smash the like button. Okay, give me a thumbs up or maybe the little heart there. Let me know, give me some feedback on whether this makes sense to you or not. Okay, we need to differentiate ourselves. Remember, every buyer and seller is asking the same question. Why should I choose to do business with this real estate agent versus all these other choices, right? Sellers have choices. The seller could choose not to sell. The home seller could choose to sell their home themselves, or they could choose to work with you or anyone you compete with. It's the same thing with buyers. They could choose to look around on their own. They could choose you. They could choose anyone you compete with. We have to fix the offer. I know you guys are good agents. That's not the problem. See, I used to believe that, right? When I got into real estate, I thought, well, if I'm a good person and I work hard and I really care about my clients, then that should be enough, right? I'm going to be successful. Nope. You guys are good people. You work hard, you care about your clients, you do a good job. The issue is you don't have enough clients. Like even the best restaurant in the world will go out of business if they don't have customers. They've got the best food, they got the best service, happens all the time. You guys need a marketing system. You need an offer to feed you business. Ask me this. Can you do this? Yes. Is it easy? Absolutely easy. You need to find out how to get the buyers and sellers calling you. I don't know what you're doing right now. You might be cold calling, door knocking, buying leads from Zillow. You know that is a dead approach. You could call hundreds of people on the phone. How many are you going to get to answer the phone? The new call to action is getting them to call you. If you have buyers and sellers calling you, you're going to be good, right? We can help you get better, but if someone's calling you and they're saying, hey, I saw your offer, I'd like to get access to these special properties. I would like to get access to unlisted or off-market homes, to distress sales and bank foreclosures. How does that work? You're good to go when they're calling you. You know they're motivated. They're doing something that they know they shouldn't do, right? Which is to call a real estate salesperson. So these are real prospects. They're motivated enough to pick up the phone and call you. And then you're going to show them how this works. If we can get buyers and sellers calling you, you will be good to go. We can help you with the presentation. Eventually, your business may become so successful that you want to hire a couple people to help you. Why? So you can sell even more real estate and have maybe a life, right? Have some time off. That's what I was able to do. I was selling 500 to 600 homes every single year. Now remember, before I got into real estate, I never sold anything in my life, right? I didn't know anything about marketing. Everybody expected me to fail. But within 3 years of having my real estate license, #1 in the world for RE/MAX. Why? Because I created a marketing system to get buyers and sellers to call me. Why did they call me? Because I offered them something they wanted. I wasn't offering them the same old stuff that every other real estate agent is offering. Like, think of what agents are saying to buyers today. Would you like me to email you the daily updates? They're like, no, I'm good. I have the internet. I can find that on my own. How many of you want a car salesperson? Right? No, you go to the dealership's website, you see what they've got available. If there's something that you like, maybe you go there. But you're not looking for a car salesperson. You're looking for a car. Buyers are looking for a house. Okay, that's what they're looking for. They need a real estate agent eventually to help them find the home. But a lot of the buyers today, let's be honest, They don't think they need a real estate agent. Not to find a house, at least. They believe that they can find the home on their own, that the real estate agent doesn't add any value. And then what else were you taught to say? Well, I'm a great negotiator. Hang on a minute. A lot of the buyers think, well, since I can go to the internet and I can find the houses by myself, I also can find out who the listing agent is, and I can go directly to the listing agent, and maybe as a buyer, I'll save more money going directly to the listing agent. You need to understand how to attract people, how to make an offer that sets you apart from everyone else. So ultimately, at the end of the day, they want to work with you, and they only want to work with you. They wouldn't consider using an ordinary real estate agent. If you guys want to get the free report, drop your email address in here and smash the like button. Give me a little heart. Let me know that this is making sense to you, and we'll get this information out. Now, if you'd like to book a call with me, you can do that. If someone could type into the comments below, proctorcall.com. So my name, proctorcall, no space.com. That's a clickable link. It'll go to my Acuity Day Timer, and you can book a time and a day, and we can have a conversation about where you are in your business right now and where it is you want to go. The call is free. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Again, I coach more millionaire agents. Some of them are selling over 1,000 transactions every single year using the Craig Proctor system. The Craig Proctor system for lead generation, for conversion, okay, for presentations, for recruiting, hiring, all these systems hooked together so you've got a very, very successful real estate business, okay? Don't beat yourself up. If things aren't going, you just did what they told you to do, right? That's the mistake we make when we get into real estate. We look around at what everyone else is doing and we believe it's the thing to do, right? So you didn't invent this. You just copied somebody that, is doing it a certain way. You're looking for a better model. That's why you're here. That's why you're still watching this. You've heard of Craig Proctor. You've heard of me. You've heard of my success, both as a real estate agent and as a coach. So drop your email address in there. We'll get their free report. Proctorcall.com. Again, if someone can drop that in, that's a clickable link. Book your free breakthrough call. We'll have a conversation about where you are in your business right now and where it is that you want to go. I want to thank you so much for watching this, guys. I hope you found it extremely helpful. Let me know. Remember to smash the like button, and we'll see you again next time. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Take care and have a great day. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.